Namaskar. I welcome all of you to our innovative talk show, Enriching Life. Enriching Life. Let's just ask yourself, who is not interested to enrich his or her life? But is it that easy? Yes, it is easy. When it will be easy? When you start learning. When you start learning. So the theme of today's episode is learning from mistakes. Learning from mistakes. Mistakes are must. And there is a saying in English, to err is human. Each human, whenever we are doing any work, there is a possibility of mistake. There is a possibility of mistake. By default, we commit mistake. And some people, knowingly, planningly, they commit mistake. That is different. Let's not discuss about them. But one thing, we all the educated people, we realize and we admit that learning is a must in our life. Learning has no end. We must learn till the last moment of our life. Fine, very nice. But how many of us do really learn? How many of us do really learn? And learn from whom? Learn from others. Learn from book. Learn from different events, different successes. But how about learning from failures? And is it not that charming? It is not that interesting, sensitive to learn from mistakes, especially our mistake. We also learn from others' mistakes. But there is a saying, mistakes are the true source of learning. Because whenever we get success in any work, we start celebrating, joyful, cheerful. But we do not learn anything when we get this success. That's why it's telling, failure is the pillar of success. When you fail, when you commit a mistake, any mistake, it may be small, it may be big. A mistake, maybe by default, by unknowingly we are committing mistakes. And that mistakes is really source of learning. Let me tell you, the wise people, the learned people, the people with high experience, they own the responsibility of their own mistake. They are accountable. They feel accountable for their mistake. They admit their mistake. Yes, I did their mistakes. They never justify their mistake. Because they are learned people, wise people, and people with experience, vast experience, and they are really, truly, they are successful people. So they admit their mistake. Once I admit my mistake, I start learning. I start learning why I committed a mistake, where I committed mistakes, what made me to commit this mistake. When I do this self-analysis, then I know the reasons, the root cause of my mistakes. Then, when I know, I learn, then I start correcting myself. Then I start rectifying mistake. Then I start purifying myself. So I admit the mistake, I learn from the mistake, I correct myself. I rectify myself. So hence, in future, I do not commit that particular mistake. I may commit any other mistakes because mistake is a part of a life. No one is perfect. Plus and minus, positive and negative. Anybody who does a work, there is a liability, possibility, there is scope of committing mistakes. And we learn from the mistakes. But very interestingly, there are so many people being educated, being experienced, being in good positions, very prestigious position. They do not admit their mistake. They never admit that. Rather, they misuse their talent to justify that they have not committed a mistake. They are perfect. Again, wastage of time, wastage of talent, wastage of energy, and wastage of our relations. But they feel because it is due to ego, it is due to I factor, it is due to the rigidity of mind. I didn't commit a mistake. It's really pathetic because they do not learn. Admitting the mistake is our greatness. It is our magnanimity. It's a broadness is required for that. And the moment we realize mistake is the source of learning, mistakes is our teacher. Mistakes teaches us how to be correct, how to be purified. That's great. And once we realize it, we correct ourselves, we enrich ourselves, we empower ourselves, and we lead ourselves in a better way, better direction to achieve our success, our goal, and reach the destinations. Hence, mistake is a part of life. Never feeling guilty that I did a mistake. But we must feel guilty when we do not accept the mistake. Rather, justify us, defend us, and try to prove I have done a mistake. And please see, consider, remember, nobody is a foolish person. Everybody is wise. They also observe us. And when they see that we are not admitting the mistakes, rather, so they have a different impressions. So learning has no end. And each moment, each event, from each person's, from each event, either success or failure, we must learn. So let's learn the art of learning, and better learning from our mistakes. Our mistake is our teachers. And let's spread this. And once we realize it's our mistake, we'll never commit that mistake again. And that gives us mental peace, that gives us true sense of belongingness, and we have a peaceful mind. So definitely by now, all of us must have realized that mistake is our guru, is our teachers, and is the greatest source of learning. Let's not miss this opportunity. Let's not lose this opportunity of learning from our own mistakes. I'm sure you must be having the same attitude like me. Let's learn from today. And committing a mistake is a part of life. And if you feel this enriching life episode or our innovative talk show, Enriching Life, is beneficial and is a source of learning, let us spread it, subscribe this YouTube program, and learn from it. See you next time. Namaskar.